Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. I'm Betsy McDaniel. There's a lot to cover in the Lowcountry today, so let's get started with our headlines. Well, it's official. Mike Pence will become the first former vice president in modern times to run against his old boss. After filing his official paperwork on Monday, Pence made the announcement on Wednesday, which also happened to be his 64th birthday. Most agree Pence is in a bit of a difficult spot to nab the GOP nomination, as Republicans still loyal to Trump may view him as a traitor, and those wanting to move on don't think his breaking away from Trump erases 4 years of serving with him. Backers say in order for Pence to gain traction, he will need to reintroduce himself to the American people by standing up and standing out as his own person. Other new additions to the expanding GOP field include former New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson, and current North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum. In a somewhat related story, the Board of Voter Registration and Elections of Beaufort County is hosting 4 community forums to inform voters on mail-in absentee voting, early voting, upcoming elections, working at the polls, registering to vote, and more. All forums will begin at 6 p.m. with the first 2 this month. One of them on June 14th at the St. Helena Library, and the other on June 21st at the Hilton Head Library. July will see the forums come to Bluffton and Port Royal. July 5th at the Bluffton Library, and July 19th at the Port Royal Council Chambers. For more information, visit BeaufortCountySC.gov/vote. The good news is that the state's economy is booming. The bad news is we keep hearing about a shortage of workers, and that could keep going as the head of the State Revenue Fiscal Affairs Office, Frank Rainwater, is showering a bit more rain on the state's future, stating that changes in demographics over the next decade might decrease those numbers further. Rainwater recently told state senators that South Carolina will have a smaller workforce in the next 3 years because of the pool of retiring seniors is growing, while the group of Gen Zers is tapering off. He went on to say that by 2030, there will likely be 6 million South Carolinians, and yet a lower percentage of them will be workforce age. There is a clogged ditch in Beaufort that could put up to 250 homes in the Mossy Oaks area in jeopardy of flooding during severe weather. The city of Beaufort is spending $99,000 to fix it. Dredging began Wednesday to clear a 7-foot stretch of the stormwater runoff ditch that carries water from Duck Pond to Battery Creek of fallen trees, vegetation, and silt. The project should take about 2 weeks to complete. Montage Palmetto Bluff has once again been named as one of the best, this time by Trips to Discover, as one of the 14 most beautiful resorts and hotels in the U.S. The featured resorts were chosen based on each hotel's selection of scenery, architecture, spas, dining, and room comfort. Trips to Discover described Montage as nestled in a thick maritime forest along the banks of the May River, providing an idyllic hideaway in South Carolina's Lowcountry. It was the only destination chosen from South Carolina and one of 2 in the Southeast. The other resort in the Southeast is in Miami Beach. And if you're looking for something a bit outside of the box for your kids this summer, you might consider the Kids Camp at Lowcountry Shrimp and Knits. Learning to knit or crochet is a great way for kids to practice fine motor skills. It also uses both sides of the brain, which, according to experts, can help calm anxiety. Each camp is 2 days long, and each child will learn the skills to make an adorable stuffed animal as a keepsake. Head to shrimpandknits.com to register. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHI-TV.com. And now here's Justin Jarrett with what happened last night in the Lowco.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. We told you yesterday that the Bluffton American All-Stars were in the driver's seat of the Dixie Youth Baseball 6 and Under Rookie League District Tournament. The fellas from Bluffton American need one more win tonight to claim their spot in the state tournament, and they'll have to beat their buddies from Bluffton National again to wrap things up. Bluffton American won the first matchup 15-4, and they'll need just 1 win and 2 chances tonight to capture the district title. We'll tell you about it tomorrow on Last Night in the Lowco. Hitting the links, a trio of Lowco golfers claimed top 10 finishes in the boys division at the SC Junior Golf Association's Upstate Junior Classic. Hilton Head Prep standout Jeep Patrick led the way with a 5th place showing after shooting 3 over par for 36 holes at Smithfields Country Club in Easley. While Bluffton's Luke Block tied for 6th at +5 after firing a 1 under 71 in Wednesday's final round. And SCISA state champion Sage Bradshaw of Hilton Head Christian Academy tied for 10th at 7 over. Next up on the junior schedule is the SCGA Junior Championship next week at the Country Club of Lexington, and we'll have a ton of Lowco stars teeing it up. For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.
Thanks, Justin. Now let's take a look at the weather with Maria.
Thanks, Betsy. Yep, so taking a look ahead, we're going to jump right in. Friday, it's supposed to be sunny but hazy due to the fires happening in Canada right now. A low air quality warning has been given in the upstate. Taking a look at the rest of the day, we are going to see a few showers and thunderstorms throughout the afternoon and possibly into the evening. Taking a look at the temperatures, Hilton Head's got a high of 81, a low of 70. Bluffton's got a high of 83, a low of 69. And Beaufort's got a high of 82 and a low of 69. The sunrise for Friday is going to be at 6:16 and sunset's going to be at 8:28. Taking a look at the beach tides, low tide's going to be at 9:30 a.m. and high tide's going to be at 2:31 p.m. Taking a look into the rest of the week and into the weekend, Saturday it's going to be sunny with highs in the 80s and lows in the 60s. Come Sunday it's going to be sunny in the morning, then we are going to see a couple of thunderstorms throughout the afternoon. Highs going to be in the 80s, lows in the 70s. And then come Monday it's going to be sunny to partly cloudy with highs in the 80s and lows in the 70s. That's it for today. Let's head it back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. After a quick break, we're going to learn about the Explorer program out of the Boys and Girls Club of Bluffton. Stay with us.